Hi you guys, happy Friday, and welcome to another edition of Foundation Friday. Today we are going to be talking about something I actually have been asked by you guys quite a few times about the NYX Total Control drops, these little puppies here. Now I've actually had this foundation for a little bit. I used it once, I used it twice, kind of didn't work for me, and then I kept getting requests from you guys about it, and I'm like, maybe I should try this again. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna try this, and let's see how it works. All right, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before we go on, and let's get started. It is a little cooler today than it normally has been, so I feel super comfy in my sweater. So we're gonna chat about these drops. It looks like, okay, so they have 24 shades in this foundation, which is awesome. It looks like they have quite a bit of in the paler range and quite a bit in the deeper range, so that is great. It is literally $14, less than $14. I picked mine up actually at the NYX store or NYX store, but I see on Ulta.com that it is $13.99 for, okay, but this is, okay, so 0.43 fluid ounces. Now, these are supposed to be mixed into foundation to bring it to be more full coverage, or obviously can be used alone. Now, they're very similar to the Total Cover Effects drops, which actually, in my opinion, are super, they're amazing. If you want a Foundation Friday on those, let me know. But these drops, what it says is, from sheer to full, your ideal coverage is just drops away. So you obviously can make up your own coverage on this. It is a velvety matte foundation. Basically, simply adjust the number of drops until you create the look you are feeling today. Want more coverage? Add more drops. Buff expertly using the Total Control Drop Foundation Brush for a seriously smooth finish. Okay, I don't have the brush, so maybe that makes like a world of difference. I'm not quite sure. It says basically, oh, I was looking at the ingredients, and this does have dimethicone in it. And it is literally the third ingredient, so something to consider. It has actually several different types of dimethicone in it. So, you know, I am going to be doing a video coming up soon. I'm actually gathering all of the products for it, for a silicone, dimethicone-free skincare and makeup routine. So give me a thumbs up if you guys want that to happen. But it's just something to consider for people that have, you know, more sensitive skin, acneic skin, blah, blah, blah. And just actually people that have skin. What is everybody? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm in actually shade Vanilla, which is number 6. Shake Well. Let's see here. And I do have it on the new Bare Minerals foundation brush, so we're going to try that. I just have my skincare on, nothing else. I'm going to put a couple drops, I don't know, that's quite a few drops on the back of my hand. And I'm going to try to go in for like a sheer coverage to start with. Oh yeah, that is too white. If you have noticed a theme in my life lately, that I just feel like apparently I am way too white. Or I'm lighter than I thought I was. But when I went into the NYX store, they really honestly didn't have a foundation shade in my skin tone. And so I had to go with this one. So I wanted just to get it just so I could try it out, because you know me, I can always make it work. All right. So, okay, it's kind of slipping and sliding off of my nose, but let's just see here. All right, so a sheer coverage is actually really pretty on the skin. Do I find it to be super overly matte? No, not really. But you know, my skincare underneath is pretty hydrating because that's what I need. Oh my God, I look like a ghost, seriously. But I have used quite a few drops even to get this kind of level of sheer coverage. But it looks really nice on the skin. I just think that, you know, you can get a different foundation that is more of a tinted moisturizer with healthier ingredients from various other places. But you know what? The price point on this is kind of amazing. So yeah, So that's why I wanted to try it, because again, you know, I like to be completely well-rounded and make sure that I am doing different foundations and different price points. So the brush is nice. Again, I'm using a ton of product here, so this small amount is probably not going to last me very long. I am going to go in with the Beauty Blender and see what this does. Okay, so I get a ton more coverage with the Beauty Blender, for sure. But I'm not going to add any to my forehead because I really like how that's looking right now. Okay, so I don't notice a big difference in the application between my Beauty Blender and my brush, except for I felt like the brush kind of smoothed over my pores a little bit better than the Beauty Blender with this. So this foundation might not need a ton of moisture from the Beauty Blender. My nose looks a little strange with this foundation. Not to mention I am super pale. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm definitely going to set this with a little bit of powder because it is still feeling a little bit dewy. It feels really light on the skin though. I actually feel like I'm not wearing any foundation. But again, you know, I wear oils and stuff like that during the day. So I think that this might be another one of those foundations that kind of mimics whatever skincare you have on. So if you are more on the oilier side, it probably will mimic your more, you know, serum-based type of skincare. So I'm going to go and apply the rest of my the rest of my makeup, and then I'll see you in real natural light. All right, so I wanted to scoot you up close and personal before we go into natural light so you can see the foundation. What do you think? I'm actually pretty impressed with it, to be honest with you, after everything is on. I did set, however, now with my newest obsession, the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. And then I did use my Kevyn Aucoin Neo Setting Powder under the eyes. And I actually used the Cover FX under the eyes, which is surprisingly, I'm like kind of blown away by this powder. I'll be talking about it in another video, but it's kind of cool. And then obviously I just set the rest of my face with my normal blush and things of that nature. And I love this, this matte lipstick by Jouer. It is in Leche. It is like the prettiest pink ever. I'm kind of into it. So let's now go into some real light. I'll show you what it looks like and you guys can see, and then we'll give it the wear test. All right, you guys, so we are in natural light. I just wanted you guys to see, it actually looks really pretty on the skin. I am not mad at it. It feels weightless on the skin. I think it's definitely, okay, so coverage wise, you can definitely get a sheer, nice, beautiful coverage from it. Would I call it full coverage? I don't know. And I felt like every time I tried to build it up, it only would build to about a medium coverage. Now, these are definitely drops that you could add to a lightweight foundation to kind of bulk it up. So I think that might be nice, but I am really kind of into it. It feels much lighter than a BB cream or a CC cream or tinted moisturizer. Sometimes those are just too hydrating, and I like to get all of my hydration from my skincare and not necessarily from my foundation. So if you guys have tried this, comment below, let me know what you think. My only drawback is that it has dimethicone in it. I wish we could find something else, which I know that there are substitutes for dimethicone, but that's another rant for another day. But I love it. I really, really, really enjoy it. So we'll see how long this lasts looking like this, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey you guys, so I'm sorry I didn't do an earlier check-in. My daughter came home with a little bit of a sickness from school today, but this is literally 10 hours later. 10. So I think it actually looks really good. It definitely is breaking up around my nose, but to be honest with you, that's pretty typical, okay? So I'm not like overly concerned about that, but I think it looks really great. I don't call this foundation super matte. You know, I even said it. So I actually really, really like it. I wish it didn't have dimethicone in it, but I really, really like it. So yeah, I might try this again. What do you guys think? Anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye. Bye, guys.